Hello and welcome. Aquarius here, coming to you with another video, and today we are going to be looking at timeless shards, kind of what they are, how you can use them, and more importantly, how to farm them. So most of this video is revolved around timeless shards, but first let's go take a look at what timeless shards are and how you can use them. All right, so timeless shards were added a while back, and they were actually added in order to allow crafters to craft an item with an attribute as well as a single perk. Prior to timeless shards being added to the game, you were only able to pick either attribute or a perk. It was kind of one or the other. But the timeless shards, since being added, had given us the opportunity to craft something with an attribute as well as a perk that we want. So let's take a look at crafting. We'll look at the rings here. So as you can see for the timeless shards, it actually will pull up a whole separate deal here. So 4 timeless shards as opposed to the trinkets or, jewelry in this case. So it's a two separate little menus here. But let's say we're going to look at a con ring. Let's say it's diamond. So as you can see, you have to have the diamond, and then it actually will pop up the timeless shard at the bottom. Now, with the timeless shard, you do still need to have the craft mods for the specific attribute that you are applying, and you'll need 10 of those per timeless shard. And then obviously for jewelry, you need to create the bands and all of that. And then that still allows you to pick a perk. So with this, you do get the attribute and a single perk picked for your craft. Now, they did add the scarabs, the golden scarabs, with the brimstone update, which I'll show you here. So now we have rings, golden scarab, and if you go here, you actually will see it now pops up the golden scarab, and in order to use a golden scarab, you need 3 of the timeless shards. Reason for that is now you're able to pick 2 perks, plus you still get your attribute. So timeless shards are very, very, very valuable to crafters especially, but also those who aren't crafters. This stuff's really important because either you can A, make money off of it if you're not going to have it crafted, or B, you can pay someone or have a friend craft this stuff for you and save you some money potentially down the road. But that is where we're at with timeless shards currently. They are very, very valuable. Again, if you're a crafter or if you're not, they are valuable. So let's take a look now at kind of some of the farming areas or the ways that you can actually farm up some of these timeless shards, because I know that can be a struggle for some people, but there are some methods that can guarantee you some timeless shards. So let's take a look at that next. Okay, so we all are looking for timeless shards. It seems whether you are a crafter or a seller, there are certain timeless shards that are just worth a lot of money. So some people do tend to go farm them for that. So the first way that we'll go over is the chest run method. So a lot of people do run the elite chest runs, whether that's brimstone or anywhere else. A lot of people are running brimstone specifically though. And if you do join some of the trains or run some of the elite chests in general, you do have a chance at timeless shards. Now, in brimstone, oftentimes when you pull a scarab out of a glyph chest, you will get a timeless shard with that. So it is worth it to run the brimstone loot, I would say, because you get kind of a double whammy on that, getting the scarab plus a timeless shard. Now, the acid pools, if you pull a scarab, you more than likely won't pull a shard at the same time. It will be just the scarab. But for timeless shards, again, elite areas definitely are worth hitting in brimstone, or really any of the elite areas. You can hit up Imperial, Siren, Shattered Mountain. Any of the elite areas, those higher level elite areas, do have a chance at dropping the timeless shards, but these chances are low. So the other option, and this is the option that I actually go with for my farming of timeless shards, and that is going with expeditions. Now, they've made a few changes with the timeless shard drops in the expeditions, but there are 2 dungeons that you can always run and guarantee that you will get minimum 2 timeless shards per run. And that is the Lazarus Instrumentality over in Reekwater, and the Garden of Genesis in Eden Grove. So if you, and let's say you have a group, even if it's not a full group of 5, we've actually done Laz and Gen with 3 people. It's really not that bad on regular non-mutated. But if you do want to get on a timeless shard kind of farm, I would personally probably run Genesis if you have the group to run it all pretty quick. You do get a little bit more loot out of Genesis, in my opinion, so you have just a few more chances of getting, some of those timeless shards and just other loot in general. So I would highly recommend Garden of Genesis. Now, you can do other expeditions, but you are not guaranteed 2 timeless shards per run. In fact, some of them you're not even guaranteed 1. Now, we've ran Tempest. We actually ran Barnacles last night. And usually you'll get 1 timeless shard from those. There have been times where I've gotten 0. I don't know if that's necessarily a bug or not, but there have been times where we have received 0 timeless shards from one of those other expeditions. The only 2 expeditions that will guarantee you the 2 timeless shards every time are Garden of Genesis and Lazarus Instrumentality over in Reekwater. So I do recommend those 2. Now, the changes that they've made. Now, a lot of people don't run Amarine and don't run Starstone unless it's mutated. But the thing is they actually updated it. So as 60s, we went and did Starstone because we really like to farm Starstone for craft mods and stuff. Well, at the end of Starstone, at the final boss, we ended up getting timeless shards. We only got 1 each, but as 60s, we were getting timeless shards out of the lower tier dungeons, as well as Amarine, we actually pulled 1. Now, I don't know if it's every single time. We didn't farm it a lot, but every time we did Starstone, all of us were pulling 1. Amarine, I'm not 100% sure on, but we did pull them when we did it. Starstone, though, non-mutated, we had, I think, 3 or 4 of us in the dungeon, and all of us got timeless shards. We each got 1 at the end. So that is another option if you maybe don't have a group or don't want to get a group together for the more difficult dungeons. Just get a Starstone group together, and that works really, really well for farming them. But that's kind of how we farm them. We like to farm them through Garden of Genesis. Like I said, we do have a really good group of even just 3 people can run through it really, really easily. So I do highly recommend if you want to go out and farm the timeless shards, which is very much worth your time, whether you are a crafter, seller, anything like that. Go and do Garden of Genesis. If you get bored with that, run some Lazarus. If you get bored with that, go do a chest run. There's a lot of options for timeless shards. It's just a matter of going out and getting the grind on to go and get those shards. All right, so that is kind of how I like to go about farming up the shards. Let's go hop over to the market real quick before we get going here and take a look at which shards you should be looking for. I just moved servers and a lot of the prices are actually very similar, so we'll go over some of the shard prices, kind of the most expensive ones that you want to look for. All right, looking at the market here, let's take a look at some of the timeless shards. Now, typically on this server and the last one we were on, the timeless shards we were looking for were ring shards, amulet, and great axe. Those were the 3 that were kind of selling at the highest price at the time. Amulet shards, as you can see, 33 to 3,400 here. Let's look at the ring shards. Those are going for 2,500, and then the great axe shards are still 1,000. It's not a ton, but that is easy money. And as the meta changes, balance changes come through, you will find that some of these timeless shards may go up or down in price. It just kind of depends. The great sword shards are still selling for a lot. But you never know, all of a sudden a weapon could just become really hot. Everyone wants it. They made a balance change and all of a sudden that timeless shard goes up. So paying attention to the meta of what people are running, even if you're not interested in running it, could help you make a lot of money just by selling timeless shards alone, plus, the mats and resources into crafting some of that. But that is kind of the market that you're looking at. You're looking for the most common weapons. Bow shards, I don't think sell for a whole lot right now. Yeah, they're only $110, but I have seen those go up and down in price because again, these are all single sales. So you get someone coming through crafting, 10 bows, and that's 30 timeless shards if they're using scarabs. So the market can get bought up pretty quick of timeless shards. but it is a good material slash resource to sell because they get used up. It's not something that someone's reusing, and oftentimes people are buying 3 at a time because of golden scarabs. So it is a fantastic way for making money as long as you're pulling the right shards, and really isn't that bad to go and farm it since you can be guaranteed 2 timeless shards per run for Genesis or Lazarus. Okay, that is going to do it for this one. So I hope this video really helped you out. I know timeless shards are something where you kind of look into it, but you don't 100% know what they are maybe or how to farm them. So I'm hoping this video helped you out with that because our group has actually been farming some timeless shards, so figured it was a good time to put a video out on it and how we are farming them. If you did like the video, though, please drop it a like. It really does help me out. And if you'd like to see more content, you are welcome to subscribe. I do try to post videos once a week, along with some shorts every so often, depending on what I had going on that week. And then I also do stream on Twitch throughout the week. So I'd love for you to stop by, say hello. If you do have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask them live, or if you just want to hang out, we would love that too. But that is going to do it for this one. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.